Bobs!
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Now, let me just put it a bit harder here. Are you good?
No, I can't complain. How you?
Guys are excited here around me.
Yes.
Bobo, just quickly before we record,
Yes.
I can hear you properly now, buddy. Before we record, just to give you a brief background, this is a project at school, and what we do, they're teaching us how to do podcasting, and I'm sure you're familiar with stuff like that because you're in the industry. So we will do a recording, 15, like I said, 15 to 20 minutes, and then we will, with your permission, we've got the social media platforms as part of our curriculum or something, if I can call it, and then we post it on there. So you must give us permission to do that because this is it's not personal questions.
No,
It's
it's all good.
thanks for that. So we also what I'll do now. Just repeat it. Just repeat.
Great.
No. Okay, we can.
Just say.
Okay, we can start. We can start, Bobs. I just want this guy to press record.
Cool.
Firstly, thank you very much taking time out from your busy schedule to spend a bit of time and have some interaction with us. We at ETA, Exercise Training Academy, we the business management group. We study to be managers one day, hopefully in the different sports field. But I'm already in that field. So firstly, thank you and welcome. And I just want to introduce my crew next to me. It's 4 guys. Yeah, with me. We've got Jordan here next to me. And next to him is Zian with a red cap. That's Boy Tumelo. And we've got Sean.
Hello.
He's very excited to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So, Bobs, we're gonna post.
That's very, very.
Yeah, we're gonna post a few questions to you. Just some general questions that we need to, ask. That's in line with our assignment. I will start with one. Now we'll go so randomly. I will start with one. Just quickly, Bobs. Let me just. My question is, can you please tell me in a nutshell about your rugby career, where it started, and who was your mentors way back before you started?
That's a very interesting question because like you don't sort of think about it in a nutshell, right? Because it's a bit of a lifetime and a time and space in your life where you sort of grow and develop as a person. So rugby to me, and that was because I went to Dell College and there was 3 I went to school team. Rugby was one choice and hockey was another. Right?
Apologies,
Sorry.
it's just this. There you
No
go.
problems.
Yes.
That's the nice thing about sometimes doing it live is you just have to react to them.
Yeah. Yes.
But the thing is, the other thing, if you're brave enough, you could have gone for the cross country, which I go to the south winter in the Eastern Cape, very short in the vest, and you're running shoes and going up mountain, which was not the ideal way of spending your Saturday, right? And everyone in terms of hierarchy and status. So everyone was playing rugby, and I decided that this is the game that I wanted to work in. Coincidentally, my father grew up in the villages in the Eastern Cape, so Qualotera in Alice. Rugby has been played for years and eons. I mean, generations and generations before. And my dad used to run, there's a chairman culture. So by the time when I took interest in it, he really loved the fact that we could have something that we shared interest in common. So we could watch games together, we would drive into the games. So he was my real first mentor because just his presence to me, to show me the confidence and to have the time to spend with my father is something that I really appreciated about the game. And through that, I just wanted to make sure that every day I could impress him. I guess me trying to impress him gave me a chance to be playing in big teams. And through that, I went for double college first on side. I was very young, 15 years old, and played for Border, which thrilled him. I mean, for him, seeing me play for Border was the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, I can just imagine.
Just to sort of rejoice that, right? And then getting into the SS schools, getting the SM17 side, those were validations to my talent, to what my capabilities were. And the only thing I wanted to do was just to grow that springbok on my chest, basically. Meaning that I wanted to see the next one, right? So the SM19 challenge came up. And for me, that was where now we could dream about being professional rugby players, because rugby in South Africa and in the world, maybe 8 years ago, it became professional. So being in the Springboks and the 20s and the 90s and the 70s gave me that validation that I got a chance to be a professional rugby player. So that's how I got inspired. And through that, my very first 14 coach, Mr. Kuti, taught me the fundamentals and the basics of the game. And that gave me a very good chance to acquire myself, to be in a space where I could do what I want to do and express my sort of talent. That was one of the first persons to teach me about what the game fundamentals was about. And it went on to my first team coach, Mr. Marshall, who taught me what it means to be effective and to influence a game at a young age. So he was big to me because that's when it was formative ages of becoming a player that could really bring in a difference in the team. Him encouraging me to thrive and to make the mistakes and challenge myself to be better. It went on from there. One of the coaches at Rwanda who gave me the leadership roles that helped me to make me have a self-awareness and to understand emotional eating or how to treat other people. That sort of helped me and gave me responsibility. I needed to be accountable of not just performance, but of making sure that the environment was good enough for everyone else to thrive. So he gave me that responsibility, being leader of the school. And then one of the very important memories was meeting Peter de Villiers as a coach of SM19, who became one of those coaches who really sort of gave me the encouragement to understand that I am capable. What can I say? Peter is an interesting individual.
Yeah, very interesting.
Shares a lot to people and is a big giver. But what he really does is that he challenges these players mentally to mature enough to take your responsibility and to be aware of whatever actions you put out there, that's what you're going to receive back, right? And he got me to really consider myself to become a professional, which then I'm going to help between Nick Mallet and Jake White, who be very close to me all my life in terms of rugby. Jake White and Nick Mallet at that time. Nick Mallet was coaching the Springbok side of 17 test wins, which became a record in his day. And Jake White was his technical advisor. So I remember going into the office at Southgate Rugby back in the day in Cameroons, going to this little place we do, just go up and say, hey, I'm here. And I walked in and they told me that, what was quite impatient young man. What I wanted to do is to see everything much and fulfill the promise that I did to my talent by putting in the time to do. So that became a situation where I went to the Lions. That's where I met you, Royal.
Yes.
And everyone here. And I was under the wing of the King
Nofi.
because at the time in the transition was important to have someone who will see the individual for what they are and what they're capable of. Yes, at the beginning we had to sort of settle into what was this about. It was not about him, it was more about me. And I wanted to play the centers, and that's where I saw my future, as you saw me as a flank at start. So I was willing to pay my dues and do the work. He helped me a lot in terms of finding myself and giving me the chance to express myself and to feel comfortable in Johannesburg, sorting out not just the rugby side of things, like am I mentally in the right space? Am I happy as a person, as a player? Very aware of what was happening to make sure that you can get the best out of the individual. So we had a very good group. I think out of the group that we had, one side there was Springboks.
Yes.
So that gave us a chance, and we won the Currie Cup this year. And then the senior rugby started, making my debut playing in the Currie Cup for the Lions. Big, memories come to mind of the one game that we played, and it was when the Springboks come down from the Tri-Nations instance, and then now it's almost like 41 almost still dominated it, because the Springbok comes back, you get knocked down as a young and then he travels all the way and you have to go play with one.
I know what you're talking about.
That's the thing. But I remember when Yappy Mulder came down, to put it in perspective, Yappy Mulder tackled John O'Rourke in 1995.
Yeah.
He was someone that I looked up to, someone that was training, and they dropped me, and I was in the team, and I was in the press center with him, and I was sitting there in the hall, and I'm stretching my hamstring, and I'm looking at the side, with a massive smile in my face. This is young, and I'm measuring him, and I'm thinking to myself,
Goosebumps stuff, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm being a fan, getting way too excited. So he's looking at, he's looking at me, he's thinking to me, he's thinking, what the hell are you doing? So he asked me, what are you looking at? So I was just randomly answered that I was looking at something.
Yes.
That's how much it was, and that's how much it, you know what I mean? I was
Yes.
so I remember he was next to Tinas Delco. So the first game that we played, sometimes you don't know the cultures of how people do.
Yes.
So he always wanted to set the partner to be right next to him. But then he is like, this kind of children becomes very aggressive when it comes to before the game and gets into that moment, and the warrior rises up on him, and he sort of roars and pulls me close, and almost separates my shoulder. And he says, now we must go partner. I'm like, oh my goodness, this guy just called me his partner.
Jumping.
It became something that all of a sudden, if someone like that can trust you, and you can play with them. And the situation where I think in the first minute of the game that we played, he just came back from the street and he was playing against, I think it was like Griffins. So he was a big hitter, this number 8.
Yeah.
So I think he got hold of Yapi the first 2 minutes, and Yapi, I think he was dazed for a few minutes. So I got a lot of ball in that game.
Yes.
And so they just kept on missing him and giving me the ball.
Yeah.
And we went on, and I had a great game, and he was trusting on me, so he was happy that the ball could go into my hand. Those are the kind of things that sometimes a mentor doesn't even have to be there and work, but the Russ was